All right, y'all, my bad. Hey, it's me, your girl, Labor Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
Have now turned into Ambitiously the
mm-hmm,
podcast.
yeah, mm-hmm, yes, honey. You have turned into Ambitiously the podcast. Welcome. If you're new here, if you're a regular, hey. Anyway, today, oh my gosh, it's gonna be it should be amusing, but not amusing. It's a little heavy too. Today is Wet and Wired Wednesday. Today is the day that we talk about those taboo things, those things that, they say you're not supposed to talk about, but we talk about them anyway because we don't care. We don't. And that's that. Now, it's a few things that I would like to say. Okay, good. Thanks, Doc. Doc said the audio and visual is good. We was having some complications yesterday, but we got it together today. Um, Few things I need to say before we get into our shenanigans. Join the conversation. You could drop a comment at any point in time that you feel free to do so. Um, right now, we're not taking call in. That'll be soon, but we're not taking any call ins right now. So don't even worry about the number. That's going to change as well. You can ask me to drop the link, and I will, as long as you are on your best behavior. I will. I'll do it. If you would like to get up with us for any reason whatsoever, advertisements, sponsorships, uh, so on and so on, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast because we need every like, we need every share. Okay, I see you, boo boo. And we need every subscription that we can get for this podcast. And check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Excuse me. Pardon. Hold on. Gotta keep my hydration up. Man. There is a lot to discuss. But before we discuss it, let me do this really, really quickly so we can get the nuances out of the way. So we can really get into what we're here to talk about today, because it's a lot. Y'all read the title. You see what it said. Hi, my ambitious ones. I'm so excited to talk to you about Transcending Sound and their amazing aromatherapy product line. It's like you get a lot for your buck with them. With each candle or wax melt scent, it comes with a playlist. That's crazy, right? Each playlist is based in hip hop, R&B, and or jazz. One of my favorites is called Fly Love Song. I burn it on a regular. It's a grown and mature scent with a 4-hour and some change playlist to go along with it. Now, the smell. You get touches of jasmine, amber, sandalwood, and musk. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I highly recommend. So if you're big on aromatherapy like I am and you love hip hop, R&B, and jazz, this is where you need to be. So make sure you use our discount code ambitiously15 to receive 15% off of your purchase at checkout. It's a vibe. Catch that vibe. Little aromatherapy and some good music to go along with it. You can't lose. AU Big Power. As a matter of fact, one of my other favorites, you need to see this. And it's called Infinite Possibilities. I think I'm going to light it for this because we are about to talk about some things, and I need some good aromatherapy, some good vibes, dropping around this piece. And I feel like that'll help us out with what we got going on today. I'm about to bring my I don't know what to call it, Doc. It's my book. I'm about to bring Doc up in here really quick. Hey, you big purr, because we got some things to talk about. Hi, Doc, honey.
Hey, you big purr. Got my hands up. I ain't did nothing yet.
I'm not touching anything tonight either. I got what I'm reading from and a mouse, and that's it. And I'm operating with this mouse from my Mac, which is away from me. All I got is the mouse. That's it. I quit. I'm not tonight. Not tonight. Too much to talk about tonight, by the way. for us to be having those issues.
Yeah, I was kind of confused what happened, but I kind of caught on to what happened, and I'm like, oh, a little carryover. But you handle it like a businesswoman. Hey, you big her.
You know, life happens. So when life gives you lemonade, I like to make orange juice. But I would give you lemons, I like to make orange juice. But
That was a good
you
one
know,
because I was
when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I don't make necessarily lemonade. I make orange juice, but it's all good.
okay.
We got a
Okay.
lot to talk about tonight. A lot to get into. We got to pick up where we left off on this case. That's one.
Yes.
And then there are some added extra things that have been added to the equation. I've been watching. And Diddy said, I ain't going to say what Diddy said because it's too early, but you know what Diddy said.
Actually, I have not seen
about
what he said, honestly.
about
I just seen some other
the
things.
kids. He didn't have to say it. He showed you. He had to say it. He showed you. He said, F them kids.
This is going to be new information to me, and I'm going to wait to hear from you.
Okay. Well, it's been a lot going on the Diddy situation. I'll start with the little nuances before we hop back into this case, because it's a lot in this case. One is, all right, while Diddy was saying F them kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was, hopping on flights and stuff. One of the members of his entourage was taken into custody because he had narcotic on him. I'm not going to get into the types of narcotic, but he had, all that good stuff on him.
Okay.
As they were preparing to take a flight to somewhere. And he was with Diddy. So they got him because it was on him. I'm inclined to believe if somebody who's a part of your regular entourage, and he's in this case too, we're going to get to him, has that kind of those kinds of substances on him, he's not doing it without your knowledge. One, it's kind of hard. I know a few addicts myself, and it's kind of hard not to know that they're doing what it is that they're doing. And two, he had it on his persons while they call him a mule.
I saw that. I saw that.
So he's a mule for what? Diddy? You and your shenanigans. So I digress. I want to get into this case some more because he's a part of this case as well. And what else did I have to put on there? Diddy's lawyer said this is shenanigans and this is gross and unconstitutional and all of that good stuff that they say.
All those things.
Yeah, that they say when they raid your Homeland Security, raid all three of your homes. This is what they say.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get back to the mule rope. Go ahead.
Wait, what statement are you on? I just want to make sure I'm still tracking.
All right, so we are we're gonna go back into this grooming situation for a second. So we are Combs attempted to it should be page
63.
We start on page 12. Well,
number 63. 63.
Huh?
Allegation 63.
Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. We're gonna start right there.
I thought we were looking ahead because I was gonna say the other part. I thought we were gonna be on what is the number? 74.
The harassment.
No, I thought we were gonna be on 74 because 74 was part of today's stuff. But
we're going to recap because there's people who haven't heard or listened to the show, so we're going to get all of that. All right. But the associate, the mule, his name is Brendan Paul, and they have him on camera. It's been reported by the news, Channel 7 News. I'm assuming this was in, I don't know. They don't say what state. But it's channel style. Okay, WSVN 7 News. So whatever state that they that news station is in, they got it on camera, him being arrested, taken away in handcuffs.
And
So
if
that's
I
that.
remember correctly, this should have been, I think it's in Florida, it should have been Opalaka, because that's the video footage where he was at the executive airport with his entourage that TMZ
Okay.
had.
So that's probably why he was pacing back and forth in that footage. Because his mule had just got caught with some narcotic on him. Now, it's been said in this case as well, and we'll get to that as well, that Young Miami is in the fold. Well, we know that by reading this case, but Young Miami is definitely within the fold, and there's some allegations that were made against her. Not only against her, but 50 Cent's baby mama is in this case too. Daphne Joy, she's in this case too. Child, it's so salacious. So let's get to it, because it was a few things I wanted to touch on I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else I wanted to bring up. It looks like Cat Williams was right. You just gotta say no. Cat said you gotta say no, and you gotta say no to Diddy. That's what he said. So let's get into this. So we're gonna start actually at 63, only because I want to catch some people out. All right, so last we were talking about the harassment and the grooming. I'm gonna go back to the grooming because that is another part of the visuals that you get if you go and download this document on the app, like I told you. Got a lot of work, and I got some good news today, but that's neither here nor there. So Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in homosexual acts. Is that a better way to say it?
No, there's no better way to say it. You have to say it that way.
I'm trying. I don't know. It's very hard.
There's no other way to say that.
Yeah, I could have said what it said, but I was just trying to be, politically correct. So Mr. Combs was aware that Mr. Jones looked up to and idolized. Oh yeah, we definitely read this, but he looked up to and idolized music producer Stephen Aaron Jones. I hate that they got his whole name in here, but Stevie. Yeah. Aaron is so normal. Aaron. Well, I don't know because that's a store, but I'm quite sure he was Aaron before Aaron's was a store. But whatever. So Stevie J, we know who Stevie J is, and we already went through who he worked with and who he's made music with. I'm not doing all of that again. And Stevie J was also one of the producers on the Love album. Now, allegedly, Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones' admiration for Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in titillating activities. I'm getting better. Titillating activities. Mr. Combs, listen, I'm trying to figure out how to word this crap.
It's legal documents. You can read what is legally there.
It is legally there, but they were talking about the things that you can and cannot say.
Well, look, why you drink that? It's a titillating situation.
That's a lot. So yeah, he tried to get him to do some titillating activities by telling him, using Stevie J as bait. Okay. Mr. Combs went as far to share a video of now we said this the last time we spoke. A corn star came out and said, yeah, I got better with that too. A corn star came out and said that that's not Stevie J, that is him. That's what he said. But in this particular instance, Mr. Combs went as far to share a video of what is alleged to be Stevie J. I don't know how you say this without doing nasty things with a Caucasian man. This is so
Doing things that you would assume homosexual males would do with another person.
Without protection.
And it does say that here. So yes, I can't argue that point because it's stated in the legal documents. I don't know why that was relevant.
So this was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning these said activities. I don't know how that eases my so he did it. I'm okay, I'm gonna do it too because he did it. You know that old saying that the parents used to say, if your friends jump off of a bridge, you're gonna do it too. That's that's like that. According to
This ain't his friend. This is idol. This is an idol, not his friend.
But I guess that'll make it easier because your idol did it, so you'll do it too. No. According to Mr. Combs, this is a normal practice within the music industry. Now that part I do believe.
Really?
I don't know Stevie J, but I believe, I got tails. I believe it. Look, even Stevie J is doing it. So, what are we 12? Look, even Sarah's doing it. What?
I'm sorry.
Whatever. Stevie's doing it. You should do it too. Come on, man. What?
Makes no sense. All right, so if I can say something real quick.
Go ahead.
It's weird, unless it is really that these people who are super talented, and I won't put Kanye in the same box. Mm-hmm. Do y'all just think that this is something that you can be persuaded to do just because? Look, I ain't never been a gang member. Anything I ever did was on my own, and even my brother couldn't make me or tell me, "Hey, everybody's like, why you doing it then?" Or, nah, not my cup of tea. But it's so weird because it's like this gentleman, Lil Rod, could be convinced that, hey, because he doing, why did Diddy even feel comfortable to even say that? That's a weird thing to me.
Right. But I got some points that I'm going to add to that in a minute. Because there's certain things that he's going to say in this case that are what I would say are Diddy's MO. And I'm gonna tell you why it's Diddy's MO because it's been proven on camera that that's how he get down. But let me get to it so I'll insert that when it's supposed to be inserted. Okay. So Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in activities we got through all this, who the redacted people are. We know who they are because it ain't many people that was with Nicki Minaj and from Philly, and there's not many R&B joints that just recently performed at the Super Bowl. That's all I gotta say. I just wanted to run through that real quick. Now we are where we're supposed to be, which is Jesus Christ. And then he provided Mr. Jones provided some screenshots as well in this case. This is why this case is going to be impossible civilly, not criminally, but then criminally perhaps too, because Homeland Security done raided 3 of his spots. So I think they did that to prove, get the proof, the actual proof, so they can go forward with pressing criminal charges. Because trafficking is a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? And if it's proven that he is moving workers and underage people and soliciting them off to other people, that is a crime. That is a crime, and Homeland Security specifically focuses on those not just those kind of crimes, but they focus on those kind of crimes. That's why they were there versus the cops and the feds. So, and you got to think about it. Huh?
Homeland Security is the feds.
Well, they are, but they're a different branch. and they focus on specific things where the regular feds would focus
That was
on.
my job. Look, disclosure. That was my job.
Okay. All right.
Look,
So,
look,
but
I know you like mafia movies, but it's not that big of a deal. I didn't really watch them that heavy, but it's cool.
okay. Well, wait. I want to get back to the point at hand because I don't want to lose my train of thought. But they not only are focusing on those three houses because of that, because those are places that this took place. But then you got to think they also, although it's U.S. territory, they also happen in certain islands as well. You know what I'm saying? So that plays a big part. But let's get to Thanksgiving of 2022 because this was real recent.
Greens, beans, potatoes, pre-balls. Anyway.
All right. So on Thanksgiving Day of 2022, Mr. Jones was in Mr. Combs' house located in Miami, Florida. I'm assuming that's Star Island. Young Miami and her female cousin were also present. Oh, it gets deep with Young Miami. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Mr. Combs was intoxicated and offered narcotic, because whatever, offered narcotic to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones rejected him and proceeded to walk to the restroom. While using the restroom, Young Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom and began groping Mr. Jones. Well, how aggressive is that? Wait a minute. I feel violated and I'm not him. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs sent her in there to essay Mr. Jones. Dang. You gotta like that, Betty? As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing fellatio. Whoa. On Mr. Jones, exposed. Wait, did he just finished? Okay, that's nasty. Exposed region. You know what we talking about. There's only one place to perform fellatio. Mr. Jones pushed her away because he probably like, girl, I just finished relieving myself and you just going, whatever, nasty self. Mr. Jones pushed her away and exited the bathroom. Young Miami's cousin did not accept Mr. Jones' rejection. She said, oh no, you want to let me get that PP. Literally, PP. As she proceeded to follow Mr. Jones out of the bathroom. She started undressing and attempting to straddle him to have relations with him in the presence of Mr. Combs and his staff. They are freaky. They don't even care. Like, go ahead, do your thing. What? Okay. So once again, Mr. Jones pushed off Young Miami's cousin. He pushed her off. The following images are from a video of Young Miami cousin, Mr. Jones, and Mr. Combs. Child. So in these photos, we got Mr. Jones, Mr. Combs on Thanksgiving Day, right before Mr. Combs invited Mr. Jones into the restroom to attempt to force him to take narcotics. Oh, I'm clear. Okay, well, I can't say the other words to everybody, but shit, pitch on off. Young Miami and her female cousin who essayed Mr. Jones on Thanksgiving Day is in the picture as well. And the pictures below the other pictures. Now, let's get to the trafficking section of this and Victims Protection Act. Throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones was transported from California to New York, Florida, and the United States Virgin Islands, which is what I was saying about, even though they're United States region, they are out of the country. During this time, Mr. Jones was forced to solicit workers and perform acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. Whoa. On or about February the 4th, 2023, Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to bring workers back to his home in Miami, Florida. Saying, yo, made him do it. Go get me something right now. Like he sent him out for a bag of chips or something. Go get me some. Go ahead, hurry up. I'm hungry. Like that's how he brushed him off. Um, all right. So here, he also provided a picture. This is the workers that Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to bring back to his home. So this looks like a dude. Does not does not look like a dude to you? This looks like a dude to me.
You are on
I am
red and
at
white.
or about
Red
to,
and white.
yeah, I'm about to no, that's a girl right there. All right. But who's the dude standing in front of? Are they both workers?
Wait, what picture are you looking at? I'm confused now.
I'm on 84. I'm on 84. I'm on 84.
84,
Right.
84. Oh, I can't even tell what this is. I really can't tell.
And then my question: are they both workers? Like that's what they say in the picture is workers or a worker.
What I'm looking at,
work.
it may be two. It may be two. It may be both sides of a coin. That's my assumptions. I thought we were looking at the black and red picture, but no, if you're looking at the other one, I don't know. So this document does have a lot of pictures. One thing that is super interesting, I agree with Kat that I have never, even in my slight list of reading court documents, ever seen this many pictures in a document. And this one could be a flip of a coin about the two individuals that are involved in this image. I'll be honest.
Well, the caption underneath says the workers.
Yes.
So I'm assuming both of them are workers. So yeah, okay. Let's get back to it though. 84, on or about February the 2nd, 2023. Incident, Mr. Jones believed Mr. Combs put something in his drink. I'm gonna say that. I feel like that's the safest way to say it. And it's been said that he's known for lacing them bottles of champagne and De Leon and Ciroc.
I've never heard that, but that's interesting.
You gotta get up, baby. It's been said many times. Actually, I don't know if you remember him, but Mark Curry, he used to be on Bad Boy.
Comedian. Oh no, he wasn't really a rapper. He was a rapper.
The rapper. Yes, he was a rapper. Did some
there goes the neighborhood.
Mr. Mark Curry. He even testified that was going on. He said it was set up, and they were told that they were to drink, not to drink these. They were to drink these. These over here were for the girls, and these, all those same bottles of liquor or whatever, these y'all can have, but these don't touch these. These are for the girls. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And he's not the one that said it. Gene Dale, who actually used to be Puffy's bodyguard, also could testify to that. A lot of it's been said. No, it's not the first time. Him saying that ain't the first time that's been said. It's just the first time that it's been said.
Man.
Yeah. No. And it's the first time that it's been said and people are paying attention to what's being said because it's in a lawsuit. But they said it. You can go on YouTube and find it for yourself. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look up Gene Dale and Mark Curry, and I guarantee you'll find it. And type in Gene Dale, you can type in Mark Curry, but make sure you put Diddy after it so that you can be, because they will take you to the comedian because they asked you Mark Curry's.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, he was around Mr. Cooper's?
No, not that Mark Curry, not the comedian, the rapper. So anyway, so he said he believes Mr. Combs put something in his stuff. Mr. Jones recalls waking up naked, dizzy, and confused. He put something in his stuff. He was in bed with two workers and Mr. Combs. Oh, he put something. He put something in your stuff, then he put something in your stuff. He double stuffed you. He also recalls aimlessly wandering around the house with no clothes on. So he was just naked. And below that section, there's a photo that he took while he was in bed with the workers. Pictures he took while he was in bed, well, when he woke up with the workers, the morning after being double stuffed. I think
Really?
I'm thought
You get your jokes off now? Double stuff?
he was double stuffed. They put some stuff in his stuff and then some stuff in his stuff. So he was double stuffed, like an Oreo.
Yo, good one, Cat.
So, yeah, that's it was double stuffed. So when it comes to having to say certain things from now on, I'm just he got double stuffed.
Look, my only question. This is my question. It was Thanksgiving.
What?
Did at least the turkey get stuffed?
Triple stuff. I don't know about the turkey.
Thank you.
But I'm assuming that the chef stuffed the turkey too, if they had turkey. I don't know, but he got double stuffed. Allegedly, from what he's saying, he got double stuffed. So on another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving was lit. Thanksgiving night of 2022, Mr. Combs and Mr. Jones and DeForest Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. What's going on in that? He asked him for $100 bill because he wanted them to do narcotic with him. Dang, on $100 bill?
Yeah,
Really?
that's an interesting request. You can't just do it off a dollar bill or roll up or cut a straw in half. You really need a $100 bill.
You needed to
then,
yeah.
That's wild statements. Wild statements.
You gotta put it on. You can't have $1. You gotta have $100.
Crazy.
Or maybe it's because he was about to do $100 worth of stuff that he was stuffing people with. I don't know. Anyway,
you take a key, it hit a $100 bill. That's a wild, very explicit statement to say here, though. It doesn't sit right to me because it sounds $100 bill, really. But
I don't know. Let's keep going though, because maybe some more stuff will give us some insight on why it was $100 bill. Mr. Jones was scared, but luckily he didn't have $100 bill. Woo! He dodged the. He had $100. He got lucky. So Mr. Combs waited a little later to do narcotic with Young Miami. I told you she was going to come up some more in this case. Oh, she's in here. Later that evening, he required Mr. Jones to solicit workers from Booby Trap on the river located at 3615 Northwest South River Drive, Miami, Florida. Got the zip code.
It's a good place. I ain't gonna cap.
You been there?
Yes. Good place.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So Diddy also been there too. So I guess it's a spot. It's a spot.
If you were young, or if I was young, I would say it's lit. It's lit.
Booby Trap. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know where it is. I don't need to say the zip code because that's in here too. But Doc obviously knows where Booby Trap is. So Mr. Jones did so, and Mr. Combs forced him to engage in unsolicited acts with these workers. Oh, he said, you're going to do what I said you're going to do, or I'm going to double stuff you again. And that's it. And they got pictures of the Booby Trap van. I got a van. Is that the spot that take you directly to the Booby Trap?
Well, no, that's
they got a car to take you.
Oh, you can rent it as a party bus. Bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, all those things.
Oh wow! Oh, they smart. Get that money.
It's a hustle, But you got to understand that
That's
when you enter that world, you are completely surrounded by hustlers.
yeah. They,
Nah,
I like the ingenuity of it all.
yeah.
I mean, not necessarily the workers part, but like if you want to go there,
Mm,
you could get a ride.
yeah.
You can rent and take your crew over there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you go there, you have to be a person that's fully aware of what you're getting into. I would say that in all
Well,
honesty.
I
It
personally would
is.
never go there, but
Oh, well, okay. I'm just saying.
I personally would never go there. What is it? A
Well,
strip club?
yes.
It is. I don't go to
Yeah.
strip clubs. I don't like
Oh,
male
well, yes.
strippers, and I don't.
It is a strip club. And
So
if you don't frequent or have never been to a strip club, it is extremely different. Down south strip clubs are extremely different from up north strip clubs, or even when you get to Virginia, strip clubs are extremely different. Strip clubs down south, they have a club vibe, as in anybody could be there. Women there, guys
right.
there, dudes there. But certain strip clubs get a reputation for being certain ways. Everybody that's
Okay.
in there to make $1 or to get $1 or to take $1. There's a certain
Okay.
things about certain strip clubs, especially down south in certain areas too, that you go
Uh-huh.
to. They don't operate as they know it's not just a strip club. It's not just dudes there getting lap dances. No, it's people that hustling, working, gaming, scamming, scheming, all
Some
those
of
things.
everything. All right, I could dig it
Yeah.
because it's like that in a lot of places. Now let's not get that twisted. I never said I haven't been to a strip club. I've been to a few. Some down south, some up north, some in Vegas. I just personally am not aroused by the idea of a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't do it for me. So it's just like, what am I? And I'm not giving them my money because I don't operate like that. I like my money too much.
And see, I had the same sentiment because it's just a fun time to me. It's selling a fantasy. And unfortunately, some people fall into the fantasy. But some people
Yeah,
have enough money to where that fantasy become reality. And
reality.
I assume if you hang around with, huh?
Obviously Puffy did. So
No, I don't think it was a fantasy. I think he made stuff a reality. And unfortunately, he made
I
it a
think
reality
that's
for
what I
other
was
people
saying.
too.
That's what I was agreeing to. That's why I said obviously
Yeah.
Puffy had enough money to make it a reality.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
You damn right. Look, you damn right. That's my arousal zone. I get aroused by tacos. I did. I
Salute to
did.
Rock.
You are right, Rock. A taco will, food in general, but a taco will do it for you, girl. Then I got, whatever. But yeah, a taco and exercise. Yeah. You're right about that. I'm gonna leave that right there so y'all know. You want to turn me on? Feed me. Um, as a part of Mr. Jones' workers recruitment tools, Mr. Combs provided Mr. Jones with a bad boy cap. I feel like I read this, or maybe I just read it on my own, but a bad boy baseball cap, and requiring him to wear it to the booby trap on the river as a signal to any of the workers, because he's been doing this. Um, he approached that Mr. Combs was in town and had sent Mr. Jones to recruit them. Dang, I was like,
Basically,
put this on,
he became a strip club street team, basically.
right? Put this bad boy hat on and go out there and get me some chips. Mr. Jones had no desire to visit the booby trap on the river. Mr. Jones had no desire to solicit workers from the booby trap on the river. I hate saying the whole name of this establishment because it's long. Mr. Jones used his power and influence to intimidate and force Mr. Jones into soliciting workers from the spot. Because I'm tired of saying it. It's getting on my nerves.
They'll say the trap.
From
If you down there, they'll say the
the
trap.
trap.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the trap. So from the trap, as detailed below, Mr. Combs used many tactics tactics to maintain domination and control over Mr. Jones. Oh, he sound like a girl. He sound like Cassie right now. Dang, apparently the workers were accustomed to serving Mr. Combs because I said he put on the bad boy hat and go get my chips. They know who it's for. But they were accustomed to servicing Mr. Combs and would know that he was in town by the sight of the hat. Following the Instagram profiles of two of the workers that Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to solicit and had relations with at his home in Miami, Florida. And it's two pictures. Well, at least he got him with some chicks that had, some decent looking bodies. I don't know what to say about these pictures. It's like it's a lie. What case with pictures?
Can I ask you, honestly, when the last time you been to Florida? Or Miami, at least?
Last time I've been to Florida? You said the last time I've been? It's been a long, long time. I'm not one of those type of people who be like, oh, let me run because I gotta be in the mood. I don't just go just because. I gotta have a reason to be in Miami, Florida. All my friends be like, well, the ones that I used to call my friends, we're taking a trip to Miami. I'm like, okay.
Like, yeah, okay.
I'm going to Vegas to blow up my money. Okay. I'm not a gambling woman. I'm very frugal. So it's certain things. I just made mention, and she don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I just made mention of how my sister was just saying something about going to a Beyonce concert. And I told her I would never go to a concert that costs 2 mortgages.
Okay. Due respect. Like it.
I wouldn't.
Look, finances are responsible, but if you got billionaire Diddy money, I would believe the world looks extremely different.
Good. That's just not in my character to you know what I mean? Like that has to be a part of your character for you to do certain things like that. That's not my character. It never has been. I don't even go to clubs. I don't like going to clubs. I don't like being around too many people. Now I will go. I will go if Anderson's there, but other than that, no. And then I get irritated too much. I don't really like being around a lot of people. Put it like that. I'm social. I'm very social. I can talk to anybody, but I don't really like being around a lot of people. I like being alone a lot more than I like being around people.
Okay.
So it has to be your mindset. I don't think it's a money thing. I think it's a mindset thing. And my mindset don't say, like, I gotta go to Miami or I'll go where I need to go. Mr. Jones had no desire to solicit or have relations with the individuals in the previous paragraph. Mr. Combs used his power and influence to intimidate and force Mr. Jones into soliciting and sleeping with these women. The following is a phone number of another worker that Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to solicit and perform acts with at his home in Miami, Florida. Diddy was just making him do all kinds of stuff. Like, he made him get double stuff. He making him sleep with people he don't want to sleep with. He got people dropping it low after he done took a pee and they ain't even shake it all the way off. It's a lot going on. Oh my Lord, it's a lot going on. Mr. Combs used many tactics to maintain domination and control over Mr. Jones. He promised. Now here is where Justin Bieber comes in, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, what I said, this has been proven as his MO, Diddy's MO. He promised him a Grammy. How powerful do you got to be to promise somebody a whole Grammy? Never mind, it's a whole Grammy, a board that sits down and votes who gets the Grammy. This is why same fucktards keep getting the Grammy all the time. Because I like them to give you the Grammy. And it'd be old stuff too. You ever notice that? Like Alicia Keys
like the album that came out like the beginning of the year before. That is kind of weird.
Came out like almost 20 years ago. Alicia Keys. why she won and won, and she ain't even have a Grammy. I mean, she ain't even had dropped a new hit single in a minute, but she got one for old shit. This is the crazy part about the Grammy board. They gotta like you for you to get the Grammy. It's not who is doing the biggest numbers or who got the most fans. They really gotta like you. And I ain't gonna lie, I sat down on a couple of interviews of people who was on the Grammy board, and that's no lie. They really gotta like you. They don't rock with you, you don't get the Grammy. But Puffy said to him, I can promise that he promised him a Grammy for Producer of the Year for the Love album. I don't know, he did get a Grammy nod, but then all this stuff started breaking out, and he was like, no, don't even bring your black behind over there. He offered him $25,000 to purchase all the instruments he wanted. He promised him ownership of his $20,000 $20 million property. Oh, you just was trying to get that booty bad. Star Island. I'm just so flabbergasted in Miami. So he was going to give him Star Island. And he was lying, though. That's that gaslighting stuff that people do when they whine. You know what I mean? That's what that was. He wasn't giving him Star Island. And he promised access to the record label execs like defendants Lucian Grange and Ethiopia, and I'm not going to say her name because I'm going to mess it up, and I already know I am, so I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Mr. Combs often switched up his approach and would go from promising Mr. Jones the world to threatening Mr. Jones with physical harm. With Mr. Jones, when Mr. Combs threatened to eat Mr. Jones' face and inform he was high off that stuff. Eat his face and inform Mr. Jones that he is willing to take out his mother, his own mother, Janice Combs. See how she get in the equation, Puffy? She mind her own business with them little dumbass blonde wigs she be wearing. But anyway, if he must in order to get what he wants, so he wouldn't think twice to harm Mr. Jones. Jane Dill did say some crazy stuff about Diddy and his mother, but that's for another day. Where it comes in, where I say that's Diddy's MO, because you see how he just stated how Diddy offered him, even though he was lying to him, Star Island, and he offered him $250,000 and a Grammy for Producer of the Year. Now, there is footage, and I'm not sure if you've seen it, and I'm not sure if y'all have seen it, but I'm nosy. I told y'all I'm nosy like this. Him, when Usher sent Justin Bieber over to Diddy, I think he had him for like 48 hours, right? Usher sent him over to Diddy for 48 hours. And what he did in that footage is he offered Justin Bieber a very expensive car, told him when he turned 16, that was his. And then he said when he got 18 or something like that, he would get a house. I'm not making this up. It's available online. All you got to do is look it up. So that's why I say that's Diddy's MO. He will gaslight the fuck out of you, love bomb you, and threaten to take your life and eat your face off at the same time if you don't let him double stuff you. That's all I'm saying.
Double stuff is
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
No, listen, for the rest of this case, it's double stuffed. I promise you. When we come back, because we gotta other stuff we gotta do. When we come back, we will be talking about Mr. Combs and Mr. Combs, the father, and Dior Combs, the son, soliciting, messing with the narcotic and messing with them babies that they ain't had no business messing with. We're going to talk about that on next Wednesday. And I'm quite sure some more tea will pop up on this whole situation. I'm here for it. I'm nosy. and I want to know all about what's going on with the situation. I've heard throughout the years that Diddy was a very disgusting individual, though. And this was before the cases came out. These people were saying these things about him before anybody brought any cases forward. That's why it wasn't really that hard for me to believe what Cassie was saying. And then now that his case, I mean, her cases are, we already been through her case, and now this case is, it's too much of a coincidence.
Apparently,
some of the things that are said.
There's 4 more coming down the line. They said 4 more Jane Doe step forward and wanted to say something.
Until I get the documents, you know why? Because I need facts. But if they pull them, then I'm gonna pull them because I'm nosy as hell and I want to read them, and that's what's gonna happen. But when they made available, trust and believe your girl on it. I got, what, does this make 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already.
Crazy business.
No lie, I got 5 documents already, all involving Diddy. So if there's 4 more coming out the woodworks, I'm going to get them too, because I'm nosy. But that dude is a wild boy. He's a wild boy. He like double stuffing people. That dude is a wild boy. You don't think that was a good analogy, double stuff? He put some stuff in his stuff.
But it's crazy. It is, but it's crazy.
He double stuffed it.
Because my one thing is, I'm a grown man. I've quit a job for less than certain things. This dude, Lil Rod, has not quit this job yet, though. That's the part that's tripping me out.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
There's no thing.
And I know it seems absurd because he's the dude. No, there's a thing.
Yeah,
I have a thing.
I
know it seems strange. Hold on. I know it seems strange because he's a dude. That's the only reason why it would seem strange, because Cassie did the same thing and she did it for 10 years. And remember, you asked me a while back, do I think it's different for dudes and females?
Yes.
Here's your comparison right here. And it's called Stockholm Syndrome. And gaslight.
If I get hired on my first day of work and some weird shit go down, I'm out.
And he never really paid either.
I'm chucking dudes, I'm out. I couldn't do it. Sorry. First day of work, you show up and like, hey.
That he couldn't do it, you couldn't do it. You and him are 2 different people. Obviously, he could.
There's no working conditions. No, there's no working condition that exists for this. I'm sorry, Kat. No.
Again, you couldn't do it, but obviously he could until he never got his money. And then once he didn't get his money, he was like,
that means he was willing to do anything for the money or to get his Grammy. Or I'm sorry, ain't nothing worth my discomfort at all.
For the music industry, that's not far-fetched for the music industry. A lot of people do a lot of things. He got double stuff, for God's sakes. And he might have liked it. Who knows? But I can't. I'm going to be honest with you, and I live by this creed. I never speak for what another person can do. You feel me? Or what another person is going to go through, and what another person is going to tolerate, and what another person, because I can't, because I'm me. I'm not them. But I'm going to read these documents, and whatever come out throughout the document is what I read. You know what I mean? But I can't speak for that man. I'm not there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he was able to tolerate and what he was. I don't know. You couldn't tolerate it. You was being that bitch like, I'm out of here. Fuck this money. But he was like, well, shit, I already did the work on the album. I'm just waiting for him to give me my money. And it was a lot of bullshit in between it. Because he never really got paid for that Love album either. But at the same time, you weren't going to really get paid for that album anyway, because it never went anywhere. It went to straight garbage because all of this type shit started popping up.
Yeah, that's why you just get paid to do interviews and tell everything you know, write a memoir about everything that you saw, be somebody to make a movie. Look, what is the one low budget, the Lifetime movie, Surviving? You can do anything else other than.
I think this gonna be and 50 already working on a movie, so.
Yo, 50 is wild.
Lifetime not gonna pick it up because that's a ladies channel. You know who gonna pick it up? Netflix. If the ghetto directors and writers on Tubi don't get to it first.
Oh, they probably working right now. Right now they working.
You feel me? Netflix already on it, but it's probably gonna be a documentary because they do a lot of those. I told you it's one on Epstein and it's one on Just Lane on there already. So I don't know how that's gonna roll out, but so they gonna grab it. But somebody on Tubi ghetto ass gonna make a movie out of it too. So you take your pick. Which one you gonna watch?
Tubi. Shout out to Tubi. Tubi works. I get how they work it. I understand it.
I ain't gonna lie. I got some shows on there, and my people's got some shit on there right now. My point is this. I ain't gonna lie because I like Tubi. They ghetto as fuck. It's a lot of ghetto stupid shit on there, and a lot of shit that I see, and I be like, well, that didn't make sense. You know what I mean? I'm not going to pretty that shit up for nobody. If the shit is fucking ghetto, if it don't make sense, I'm going to say it don't make sense. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? This is who I am. This is what I am, and I like who I am. And who I am is going to be honest to God. Tubi is ghetto as fuck, but there's some good shows on there. There's a few shows on there that I'm watching. Yeah, I had this one show called The Dirty D. That was my show. So don't get it twisted like I don't watch Tubi, but I'm going to address the elephant in the room that Tubi is ghetto as fuck, and that's just what it is.
Let them get their bag. I let them get their bag. I will entertain and enjoy it if it's entertaining.
I just said I watched it on Tubi, so I'm supporting. I'm not stopping them from getting their bag, but I'm just calling a spade, and that's what that is. I ain't stopping them from getting shit. Make more ghetto ass movies so I can have something to talk about. Thank you.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you big perk.
Keeping me active. Thank you very much. But anyway, we gotta get to this love. Oh, I didn't get to say nothing to him because we saw my Tubi ghetto asses. Hi Mo, thank you for the love, baby. I see you. I see you up in the building. Hi Mo. Yeah, man, they still ghetto fabulous stuff. But I like Tubi. Every now and again, you need some ratchet TV. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Big shout out to anybody who's watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. I appreciate you guys so much. I know y'all got to see a lot more of my shenanigans tonight, but the nigga got double stuff. And that's all I'm saying. Ain't you, Big Purr?
Well,
double stuff.
Supposed to be taken later because I thought it was halftime. You do the love, I go re-up, and then but you played it early. But this is funny. The double stuff is wild.
I had to do it the way I had to do it because it was a lot to get through. So, you know, it is what it is. But I want to show love to my listening audience. They don't know what I look like. They just come and listen to my shenanigans and they like it. And so they like it. I love it. Love notes. How did we come to love notes? Well, I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. We used to go back and forth about it. Then one day we came to the conclusion that we were just going to come to the compromise and call it love notes. He also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not. It was just a lot of papers, but it was cities, states, and countries on there, and that's why it looked like that. But anyway, I want to get to these people because I love them so much. And you know, it's always fun to see a new country on the list. So let's get to these love notes. It's all love. I love you guys. Shout out to my top 6, the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Paris, specifically Brussels. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Thanks. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you. Thanks. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you so much for sending into this podcast. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, boos. I love you too. Um, Last but not least, Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, and Lithuania. Hi, honeys. Thank you for all of the love. I appreciate you guys so much. I really, really do. You guys are extraordinary. But let me tell you something. I also appreciate that y'all don't mind me saying that he got double stuff. I'm just saying.
What's up?
I'm just saying. You know, my listeners are extraordinary because, again, I know I say some crazy stuff sometimes, but that is what makes me entertaining, I suppose. Um, and I like to say the things that I like to say. Oh, this is gluten free and vegan. Okay. I'm sorry. And keto friendly. And I ain't even on no diet, but I needed the hydration. So anyway, yeah, you know, the craziness is what makes me what I am, and it is what it is. So thank you guys for supporting and showing love and all that good stuff. I don't think I would keep it up if y'all wasn't showing love and supporting. So it is what it is. Now remember, you can always drop a comment. I don't know why because the numbers about to change. But thank you all for joining the well, please thank you all, and but please join the conversation. Drop a comment. Or you can ask me to drop the link. I might if you're on your best behavior. I don't want the shenanigans. I don't want no parts of that. Um, you want to contact us for any reason, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Again, that is contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Know that when I play a video, I have permission. It was sent to me, or I asked for permission. I just don't go out here and randomly pick music videos to play. I don't do that. Like that's so ghetto. Um, and the music that gets played on Friday, my DJ is responsible for that. And I do not tell my DJ what to put in his mixes. I just let him go off and then I get the mix and I play it for y'all. And he hold us down every time. So stop playing with my DJ. Don't play with him. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. We would love it. Join the coffee community so I can cuss there freely. I get tired of waiting until it's time to say my cuss words. Then I gotta be like shit, and I gotta say it strongly. And who? Let me just say shit regular. I don't want to put all that emphasis on it. Uh, Check out our website www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Big shout out to my DJ. I show him love at the end of every show because he be working. He works hard during the week and he still go home and put our mixes together. So we should shout him out and show him love. We appreciate love. Let us know how you feel about his mixes as well. We got a new one comment. We got a special one comment, and I'm gonna get cute for it. I might even put on makeup, and I rarely do that. But we mapped something out. I it was an idea, and then now it's formulating into something. So I told him when he was ready, let me know so I could be cute and stuff. Cause it's special. It's a special one. I don't know what's on the mix, but I know that it's a good one.
Okay.
I can't tell y'all yet until we ready. If you'd like to donate to the show, $ capital LURLUCIDITY, Lure Lucidity, to lure them in clearly. That's what it means. I'm not going to keep explaining that to y'all, but it is what it is. And it's a marketing company. So that's that. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got something brewing. Like I said, I don't tell him what to put in his mix. But if I can help generate an idea or a theme, I did. So yeah, we got something going on, and like I said, I'm gonna get real cute for that one because I felt like I should. You know what I mean? I feel like I should. But anyway, and that's that. Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr.
Oh man, that's a lot going on. I told y'all I got some good news today. So I am about to, yeah, I'll be on my, um, I got some good news today. So it means it's good news for me, but it's good news for my daughter, but it's good news for this podcast and all the things that we're trying to do right now as well. So we just be looking forward to some things happening around here. You know what I mean? I'll say within the next 2 to 3 weeks or so. So we got some things going on. I said I got good news today. I was happy. Like, really? Okay, Al, say less. Say less. Say less. I deserve it. But anyway, yeah, we got some things going on. Doc, baby, he got double stuffed. What are we gonna do with this? I don't know. We've had entertaining conversations, especially we getting back to you, Virginia. We ain't forget about you, baby. We getting back to you, but Diddy came with his shenanigans.
Number 2.
Yeah, we gotta get back to her because she was salacious.
It'd be a crazy crossover if she was involved in this.
Oh, and listen, just to put y'all on point in advance. Some of the things that were alleged in the Epstein situation are being alleged in this Diddy case as well. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's getting salacious. It's getting juicy. It's getting real juicy.
I'm a regular baby. I live in my own simple world. My stuff is not too complicated. When I hear things like this, I be like, these ain't just rumors. What? This is a possibility that this really happened. Look, it's alleged, but alleged.
But I will say this: people learn from the people that are their mentors and the people that they hang around. That's why you gotta watch the company that you keep, right? Because remember that that list that Epstein had.
Yeah. Okay.
Diddy was on that list. He just got his paid to get his name redacted.
Oh.
A lot of your
I want to say this.
What?
So somebody said, and this is online, so I just take it with a grain of salt. But somebody said the Jay-Z video and what R. Kelly Fiesta was shot at Epstein Island. I thought it was the craziest thing, but I'm like, I don't know.
I'm gonna do the research and find out. It might have been. I'm not shocked.
Wow.
These are men, not girls. So why are we shocked? R. Kelly already proved that he liked young girls. Jay-Z has proved that he liked young girls. Don't think because Beyonce grown now. When he met her, she wasn't grown.
No, she wasn't.
Foxy wasn't grown.
No, she wasn't at all. That was my girl.
Then he got this young man running around saying, and that's my daddy. And apparently when he hooked up with his mother, she wasn't grown. You feel me? Yeah.
And I know we're getting close on time. There was somebody else.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
The young man who is trying to get Jay-Z to take this fraternity test, his name is Ramir.
Oh, I remember something about that story. But the other thing I was saying is somebody else, another content creator, was posting a video about, did you know Diddy adopted some little white girl?
Oh yeah.
And they went down this whole rabbit hole about her, and I didn't even know that at all.
Yeah,
like,
I know about that a while back. And actually, when Kim Porter was living, she stayed with Kim Porter and the girls.
The twins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this dude, he did a breakdown about that, and he showed why it was kind of weird. And I was like, I don't know who this kid is, but
I mean, I think it's kind of weird that he took Al B. Sure's son and adopted him like Al B. Sure didn't want to be a part of his son's life. I think that's weird.
Yes, that part is weird, but I always heard that Al B. Sure had other issues too, very similar to these issues per se.
I never heard that Al B. Sure didn't want his son. That part I never heard.
Okay, I don't know about, but I heard that he had issues too, and that he was an interesting person also.
He might have had, but I'm not hearing the same thing. I'm not hearing what I hear about Diddy.
Okay, all right, due respect. Due
Under
respect.
I've never heard that about Albie Shore. I've never heard that. And if it's narcotic issues, well,
No,
obviously,
it's the other issues, more of the R word and the SA word also too. And I've heard this from my mother that she claims she heard stories about
I
this.
heard that
And
story too. I heard that he got accused, but it was somebody else who was close to him.
okay,
And
well,
they look alike. They're family members and they look alike. And that was retracted. You notice he never got sued for it. He could, if that was the case, that person could have did the same thing all these other people are doing to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because they had.
I think times were different.
Let me see why that person could have done that. Because I mean, he don't got Diddy money, but the reason why that person could have done that because that statute was created so that anything that happened in the past, anything, if you got assaulted by anyone in the past, you could file a civil suit against them, whether they got money or not.
I'm going to do my due diligence.
Huh?
I'm going to do my due diligence to go back and read the statute because I thought it had a time gap or not, basically a timeline between the start and the end. Because I know they did extend it, but I thought it had a certain start time.
And so, whether it had a start time or not, if that person felt that way, they could have done that to Albie Shore. Because all of the cases that I've read through many of Diddy cases. All of these things happened in 1990, 1991.
Okay.
So if that happened and that person felt that adamant that was him, even though I remember vaguely that it got proven that it wasn't him though. But
I don't know that part. I just remember this is an old story. I remember being younger.
Right. But if it was him, that person could have done the same thing that they did. Which is when they filed a civil suit. It didn't matter what happened that year. You did what year it happened. They had until Thanksgiving to file the suit, and then they extended it to give more people time because a lot of people didn't know that was an option for them. So that's what happened with that. But those cases was 1990, 1991. I pieced it together. I told y'all, Jodeci gonna be if they ever gotta go to court to testify. Jodeci got to be there because in multiple situations, not only
it was around
the first ones I read, Mr. Delvin was it or was it Devontae? So it might have been Mr. Delvin told her that Diddy showed everybody the video. The second situation, the girls came up from North Carolina in 1991 to see their friends who were from North Carolina and was on a hit record.
Yeah.
On MPA Records.
Yeah. And now there's a situation involving Aaron Hall.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. This is one thing I want to say, and then I know you probably need to close out. Like I can sit up and do this all night, but I know you probably need to close out.
We're on vacation right now, so I'm cool, but go ahead.
Think about this. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. You hear nothing about the kids. So he already's on F them kids time. Thanksgiving. You can stop at least about one baby on my house. Nothing kids. Just
Christian and Justin was there. But they grown kids.
They were there at the Miami house? I didn't see them in the report for the Miami Thanksgiving.
I don't know about Thanksgiving, but they was around.
Well, technically, somebody did point out the fact that they are technically grown, and the issue is a lot of people keep saying
it's Thanksgiving night, and you about to have. Why would you want Jesse and Delilah there, or Baby Love?
I get that, but I still would assume that if anything, you would at least go to one of your young kids' house and be with baby mom and the family just to show fatherly support.
That was earlier that day. That wasn't that evening. He sent them to where they needed to go, and Baby Love too, and the little white girl that came out of nowhere that he adopted. But he said the white folks adopt black children every day, so why he can't adopt a white child? That's what he said.
He did say that. He did.
So they probably was out the way because he knew he was about to go have a freak off. Why would he have them in the house?
I mean, yeah, you have a point. Why would he have them in the house? But and I think I compared the way my family get down. Thanksgiving, after all the formalities of Thanksgiving is done, it just becomes a regular party of everybody just chilling and drinking and
that's normal people.
And dominoes and just having a good time.
That's normal people. We're normal people.
Look, yeah, I'm right. My man, look, I'm thinking Diddy, like, nah, this dude talking about.
Yo, Cuban Gooding Jr. and his house. That's normal people. Normal people do that. Freak off celebrities don't do that.
Apparently not.
Freak off celebrities don't do that. Normal people do that. Like you and I. They would turn into a party for us too. But we're not.
Look, somebody over there want to play spades. Somebody over here want to play dominoes. Maybe you get some of the kids play Uno or something. Somebody wants to dance. There's music playing. People still drinking. Somebody still taking over.
Yeah, all that. That's for normal people. That's not for freak off celebrities.
Yes, here. Hey, put this hat on. Go to the trap. Bring me like that.
Before I double stuff you. Not normal people shit, Doc. Sorry. They're not normal. Regular, average, everyday, run-of-the-mill people.
Maybe that's my
people are weirdos. And like I told you, when he said that he told him that that's a normal habit within the music industry, because it is. They're not normal people. They're not. I've heard many stories about going to these parties. And even Cat Williams, he is a celebrity. He told y'all. Matter of fact, everybody thought it was real funny when he did that stand-up. And he said, he was talking about walking through the party and going room to room and look and say, nigga, is that Professor Ogilvy, who is actually in real life a homosexual man. But is that Professor Ogilvy from the Parkers?
From the Parkers?
Yeah. And is he kissing a man? Cat Williams put that in his stand-up. He was trying to warn y'all then, but don't nobody want to listen because everybody want to think these celebrities don't be. Yeah. No, he told y'all. He been telling y'all. So
together.
But then he go on Club Shay and he say some more things, and y'all looking like he said something, but he been saying this. Y'all just wasn't listening. You got to open your ear. You got to listen.
I wasn't listening then. I know. Together.
Most people but he's talked about walking through the parties and looking in rooms, and nigga, is that Professor Ogilvy? And is he kissing a man? He said that. Pull it up on YouTube.
Wow.
I don't lie to y'all. And Cat Williams ain't lying to y'all asses either. You better listen to that man. It might seem like he crazy, but he ain't crazy. He know what he's talking about.
This shit is wild.
So, Thanksgiving looks like normal people Thanksgivings. His, not so much. You know what I'm saying? He's not a normal person. But all right, y'all. He's just not a normal person. And he offered to take 50 shopping. 50 been telling y'all. A lot of people been saying it, and everybody think it's funny, or they're being funny, but they be dead ass serious. That's why I said 50 on the low is a hero that everybody keeps trying to call a villain. He is not.
So let me ask this, because I, ever since we talked about the 50 Cent thing, about like maybe 50 isn't the villain that people make him out to be. Maybe he isn't as petty as people make him out to be. Do you think in the beginning of 50's career, especially the way he came up, that he knew that this person just had too much power at the time, so he couldn't really attack him the way he can now? Because 50, I would assume 50 is basically almost even with Puff in the sense of power in the industry or what they can do now.
Fun fact, 50 was almost signed a Bad Boy at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he knew how much power he had. He knew that. At one point, he was almost signed a Bad Boy, and what happened was some incident happened. 50 and his crew pulled the guns, and Puffy was like, oh no, hell no. And that's another reason why I think Puffy don't fuck with 50, because he know he bought that life chick. He bought that, you know what I mean? Well, not so much now because he's an executive now, but back then he learned early that 50 was about that life. You don't fuck with a nigga that got shot 9 times.
So
the nigga still.
Look, you say you got a little time to spend. So here's my other question that I would ask.
Mm-hmm.
Based on a certain book that was written by a certain person and a certain person that was involved in the book, 50 is connected to this person with heavy beef. Do you think that also plays a part in the way 50 perceives certain people in the industry? That's why 50 comes off as a bully.
Who are these persons? Because we don't. Who are we covering up for? Who is these persons? What book by what person? Yeah, go ahead, let it out.
Was it the Superhead or what's the other book? I think it was Superhead with Ja Rule.
Oh yeah,
there's one with Ja Rule involved. Ja Rule, Jeffrey Atkins was involved in it.
All of these people involved. I've read the books. I actually own the books.
Well, I've read them too. I don't own them, but I've read them.
With Superhead, she talked about Diddy as well. She talked about Ja Rule as well.
Yes.
You feel me?
Do you think that plays a part in? Because I never forget there was a weird thing about using proper names. Jeffrey Atkins on ecstasy, and it has something to do with Diddy. And then I put right now I'm doing what you do. I'm connecting the dots. I'm like, Diddy has
so Bill said there was an incident, and he would know. He was Puffy security at the time. Gene Deal said there was an incident where it started off with Puffy at the toy store, adult toy store, getting plugs and stuff. Then he insisted when they got to their destination, because Ja Rule was he was in a location not far, on going to Ja Rule's hotel. Allegedly, he brought a chick. Ja Rule had a chick in there with him, and they had a little freak off. Did Ja Rule get double stuffed? Probably.
So think about this. The common denominator of the person that has an issue with both these people and never left off, he never left his foot off the ex. It's 50. That's kind of crazy to me.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think that what is going on, but what Ja Rule and 50 got going on has nothing to do with this. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's some street shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That got to do with Supreme and Prince and them, and then Murder Inc. got on, and Supreme was supporting Murder Inc. And when they was going through their little riff, 50 was going to Preem, asking Preem for advice. Preem kept saying, leaving them alone, that's our food, whatever. Like, if you ever watched the movie Get Rich, because I know you have, but not everybody has watched that movie, but Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent movie, right? It's certain intricate pieces in there that really come from his life. That Ja Rule situation with 50 don't have nothing to do with Diddy. That's just some personal hood, Queensbridge street shit. And they've been going at it. They was going at it before Ja Rule got cool with Diddy. That had something to do with Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, and Supreme. Street shit. But I'm more than certain that 50 is privy to what is alleged over there. This industry is not a quiet industry. Niggas talk, and they talk like girls.
Pillow talking and shit.
And they talk like girls. They be pillow talking. They be gossiping. Girl, did you hear? Even though it's not no girls because it's 2 dudes, but girl, let me tell you, they do that. So niggas be on. But yeah,
man, no, niggas do be knowing, but different way I would feel we pass information.
Right.
But you understand it's completely different about a person that you don't deal with passing information to you, or how you receive information to somebody that's not your homie, that's not your friend, but still connected with somebody else passing information to you. I do think that is different. But I would say, in my perspective, as an outsider looking in, and just as a hip hop fan, I'm beginning to realize at my big old age now that 50 isn't as bad as, in the sense of bad, the way he came off to me. Because now that I'm thinking about him, like, he's connected to a lot of people with a lot of different issues that a lot of other people talk about a lot.
I think 50 beef with Diddy is one, he tried to take him shopping, so he felt like he was trying double stuff him.
Oh, you said double stuff. I said little bro. You said double stuff.
No, he was trying to double stuff him. He wasn't trying to little bro him. He was trying to double stuff him. Cause you don't tell. Nah, that wasn't no little bro type situation. And then, like I said, 50 and Diddy had previous history because 50 almost signed the Bad Boy.
No, okay. Well,
I think that. But Superhead exhibit did say that Puffy told him to watch out for Superhead because she will have her fingers in your butt. I will say that's what exhibit. He said that on an interview. You can look that up too. But Puffy told exhibit to watch his back messing with Superhead because she will have her fingers up his butt. How do you know, Diddy? How do you know that girl will put her fingers up your butt?
You just told me he was at the sex shop looking for plugs, so I don't think that's that foreign.
And not only did when Puffy told him that, they was at a party when Puffy told him that, then he proceeded to invite Exhibit to go to the club with him, same night, and Exhibit goes, him and Superhead, and when they get into this establishment, let's just say it wasn't a heterosexual establishment.
Okay.
It was a club for those who like the same sex establishment.
Right. I'm gonna throw this crazy thought out. Do you remember Making the Band?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one artist from Florida that left?
Yeah.
Do you think it had anything to do with something that he probably saw, and him being the way he was a hood nigga from down south was like
probably? And you know I'm gonna say this too because when he dismantled that band, that was one of the people he was keeping. He was trying to keep him. But I think that he showed Diddy too much resistance because he was a hood dude. You feel me? He was one of them type like, nah, that ain't happening. And so that's why that didn't work out. And that's why he never ate, because he was nice as far as rapping. You feel me? But that's why that never worked out. That's why he could never get on after that. Because Diddy blackballed him. Because he ain't like.
I always felt that way too, though. I always felt that way.
And it's probably because he ain't let him double stuff him. I'm coming back to that every time.
I don't know how long you got, but go back to this. That's the part that happens with Lil Rod dude, though. Nick, because to me, nigga, you allowed yourself to be in this gonna sound harsh as fuck.
Some people weaker than others, though, Doc. Some people don't have
the traffic. That's my issue, though.
And I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm just saying some people, like the young man that was on Making a Band, he got a strong, you could tell by listening to him talk about the situation now. When he has conversations, well, he only been online a couple times about it. That nigga had to go back to the streets and all of that. But when he talked about the story, you could tell within him, there was some integrity. Everybody don't have that same integrity. This is why the world is how it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not as strong as other people. He could say no, you could say no, but his name is Lil Rod. Little Rod.
Oh, the fuck! I don't know what it means much, but no, I remember the dude from I can't remember his name. I keep wanting to say Pedro Star, but I know it wasn't that name. But I remember he was saying it's fucking with my mental. And down south, if you say shit fucking with your mental, that means something is not right with something. And people trip off and kill people off shit like that. But I never forget when he left the band, he was like, it's fucking my mental.
Right. Mind you, this dude, Lil Rod, is not from down south, one. Two, Lil Rod came straight up out the church. So he is not as strong, like he don't got that street mind. You feel me? That this dude, and I think his name was Freddie or something like that.
Yeah, but he don't say Freddie Star, but I know it's not that. But I think it was like Freddie or something.
Freddie or something like that. But I just said that a second ago. Freddie was a hood nigga before he got on the show. This dude wasn't no hood nigga. So thought process is not the same. One thing I love about what my mother does now, and she's worked so hard to get to this space. She's a mental health counselor, and although I don't hear her case, every now and again she might be in a meeting, I might hear something, but she has different clients, and all of them deal with things differently. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody's mindset is not the same. So again, where you wouldn't have done it, Freddie didn't do it. It's a couple other people that didn't do it. It's a lot of people that did do it. You know what I'm saying? Do I think McMill did it? They was wearing matching outfits.
Nigga, Meek Mill was hopping for the rich white dude though. When that clip came out on my timeline recently, I was like,
my point exactly. So a weak mind and a strong mind are two different things. Cause I don't know no real hood nigga that's gonna let no white man tell him he got a bunny hop nowhere.
No, not this shit is all right. I don't know. Last interview. Look,
he wasn't just hopping. He was bunny hopping.
Yes, for real.
So I don't know no real hood nigga that's gonna let that go down.
All right. My next question. We have a little question session. And I love your knowledge and how you tell me stuff that I don't know, that I just like, I'm just outside looking in. But I pay attention and I watch and I read. But there's certain things I know I can't know because I'm not connected or involved like that. Do you think there's a reason that the Rock Nation brunch didn't happen this year?
So Diddy black ass wouldn't come there. You know they friends. And you can't just be like, now their excuse was because they was going to support their friend at Clive Davis's situation and all that bullshit because he had just won. And all that.
It's a weird story too, right?
Huh?
Clive Davis gets into a weird story too, right?
What? Say that again?
Clive Davis gets into a weird story too, right?
I mean, Clive Davis has always been in every weird story. It's Clive Davis. He apparently groomed Andre Harrell groomed Diddy. And Clive Davis wrote in a book that he's bisexual. So I'm not even. The point is this, right? You asked me about the Rock Nation brunch. Yeah. And you also got to think about it like this. Around that time, a lot of the Diddy shit started coming up. That's my friend. So I can't really uninvite him, but what I can do is cancel the brunch. Plus, why would Jay-Z want to have anybody trying to put him in connection to this shit, even though he's in connection to everything, because he was on Epstein Island too.
And that's the other part. Rumor mill has it. Everybody, and it's just speculation, rumor, but it's kind of funny because even me, I'd be thinking about like, they do know each other. They have been in the same spaces a lot. They do. Diddy
said himself, and this is not speculation. This is what came out. He was on James Corden's show or whatever, and he told that white man that only one other person other than his mother can call him Sean, and that's Jay-Z. They call each other Sean. Look it up on YouTube.
I'm out. Look, I understand why hip hop is dead now. Look, maybe Chick was honest about something.
Only one other man on this planet can call him Sean. And then James was like, and your family? And he was like, my mother. Other than her, the only person that could call him Sean is Sean, which is Jay-Z. They call each other Sean.
That's wild business.
So some of this might sound like speculation, but a lot of what I be saying come from shit that I actually saw with thine own eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when it comes to that Rock Nation brunch, my homeboy is on a whole bunch of shit. I don't want to make it seem like I don't got his back, but I don't got his back. So we're going to cancel the brunch altogether. Because if you notice, and that might be another part too. I ain't paid attention to that part too, but thank you for asking me that. Every Rock Nation brunch has been sponsored by Diddy's liquor lines. Ciroc, Deleon, such and such. You know how he put his liquor everywhere that got something to do with him, right? So he sponsored the Rock Nation brunches. Well, he can't sponsor them anymore because he doesn't have the deal
Mhm.
anymore because he fucked them up, he fucked them over, or he made them mad. And now this is why I feel like all of this shit is happening.
Mhm.
You don't mess with the elite. So who was gonna sponsor him for this brunch?
Look, they both billionaires apparently, so sponsor yourselves. But
Michael
nah,
Page is gonna look crazy. It changed the aesthetics of which because this is beyond just money. It changes the aesthetics. The thing about rock, the Rock Nation brunch is the one thing that they always said was like it's black owned, black this, black that. So
yeah,
Diddy was providing something for this brunch, even though Jay-Z got Duce, and I don't know if he still got the situation with Ace of Spades, but he had that too, right? Yeah, he do still have something to do with Ace of Spades, right? But yeah, he could bring his own liquor, but that was Diddy's department. You know how you have a big ass party, and you and your friends get together, and we get right at this party, and be like, all right, so I'm gonna bring this, and you gonna bring this, and you gonna bring this. It's kind of like that, only on a rich scale.
I don't know. This situation is. If
Now,
I speak honestly, this situation is bothering me because it's almost like a story of people that I thought meant a lot. Is one part of me like, are they tearing them down? It's another part of me like, nah, some of this shit probably true.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. This is why everybody be enamored by celebrities. I don't necessarily be, except for Cheeky. I love Cheeky, and if he come out to be a pedophile, I'm gonna be mad as shit. I'm gonna go fuck him up myself personally. But and I like him because he's an actually talented musician. He can sing, he can rap, he play the freak out of some drums, he can play the guitar, he plays instruments. I'm big on that kind of stuff, right? And not necessarily who these people are. Because at the end of the day, what I think everybody gets in my stuff at is that they're still people, but they're people with a certain power. They're still human beings at the end of the day, and human beings fuck up. You feel me? So then you get to this point. I'm not saying you do, but people do idolize these people, and they think they're the greatest, people in the world because these are people that you grew up listening to, or you came up listening to, or whatever, just to find out that they're really shitheads. And I think one can say the same thing for R&B back in the day. Like if you go back to like the 40s and the 50s when rock and roll, when black people had rock and roll on lock, they was doing a lot of shitty shit then. How? Chuck Berry got caught with teenage girls crossing state lines. This is not new. It's just new to, I guess. Well, I got an old ass soul too, but because I swear I wasn't supposed to be born when I was born. I'm supposed to be born a lot, but whatever. But it happens, and then nobody talks about it again, right? And then it happens again, but now it's in our time, and so we are just so shocked, like, oh my gosh, this happened, but it's been fucking happening.
Yeah, I think because we have social media too. We have the internet exists. People don't
And
really
that
got to
makes
go to
everything
a
crazy.
book no more. They can
We
just
get
type in something and they right in your
we get the
face.
news way faster with social media and with the internet. Way faster than what you would have got it back then. It took a long time to get the news back then. Just think about us coming up in the 90s. We didn't get news right away.
Waiting on magazines, waiting on album drop.
It took a minute. Unless somebody got took out, and then we got immediately like, oh, rapper such and such got, you know what I mean? But other than that, we was waiting for the magazines to drop. Like Biggie said, I used to read Word Up magazine. Every day we had to wait.
Hanging pictures of my wall every Saturday. Rap Attack, Mr. Magic Molly Ball. I let my
you about to make me. But the point is, we didn't get the news as fast as we get it now. You know what I'm saying? We get it a lot faster. This is the age of technology. So we get it a lot faster. So now we're privy to what kind of shitheads they are now because we get it faster.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Or people snitch faster now too because they have the internet and social media.
Back to the snitching thing.
Yeah, I guess snitches don't really
All
get
social
stitches.
media. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, I guess snitches don't really get stitches. But the point is this: because of social media, people are able to report things a lot faster. Look at how fast what happened the other day here in Baltimore has spread. Now I done watched 50 million conspiracy theories on what happened to the bridge. That was just today alone.
Yeah.
I don't watch exactly what happened. I wasn't even down there. I
I'll
was
take
here.
the funniest truth. You know when I found out about that? It was
What?
2:13 because I got an alert. And I think my alert is connected to because me and you interact. And
Right.
I don't know how much your connection is, but apparently your city stuff, because I interact with you a lot, it
Mm-hmm.
connected to, and it's like, hey, you probably need to know this.
The
And it showed
algorithm.
me I got an alert at 2:40 in the morning, which is basically like
Yeah,
an
the
hour later
algorithm.
after it happened.
I might have got the alert. I wasn't woke up 2:30 in my. Remember, I told you my sister had to go to the hospital,
Yes.
so it was a lot of stuff going on, and I'm tired, so I didn't get to see what happened until I woke up, and that was about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because I didn't really get much sleep that day. But it happened at 1:30 in the morning. I mean, 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, 1:30 in the morning. But just that fast, it spread, and everybody was talking about it. Everybody, family members calling, talk about you. Okay, nigga, why would I be on the bridge at 1 o'clock in the morning? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm a lady. I don't do that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. But the internet has made information travel way faster than what we're used to. So therefore, that's why we know that Diddy is a shithead. We knew he was a shithead on making a band, but now we really know he's a shithead. You know what I'm saying? And apparently, Jay-Z shit coming out too. R. Kelly shit been coming out before the internet was popping like that, but now it's really out there. You feel me? Cuba Gooding Jr. obviously just going around groping everybody. He don't care what you are, man, woman.
Well, look, think about that. He's always been like that too, though.
Right. But now we know about it faster. So it's just because we have certain tools that they didn't have back in the day. They didn't know about it like that. But if somebody got in trouble back in the day, you've heard about it. It just took a minute for you to hear about it. Now we get it at the speed of lightning. So
I got to worry about my nieces and nephews and like, hey, what do y'all know about the world? Because that's my big thing is like, hey, everything you see on the internet is not real. Go look at it for yourself. Go read a book for yourself. Go research for yourself. And that's one thing I'm scared because
let me tell you that she has a laptop and a tablet, right? But she can't look at nothing unless it go to my phone and ask me, can she look at it?
Okay.
And and then I'm looking in her, and I'm also going inside of her tablet and her laptop. I mean, if I pay for it, I should be able to look in there. So I'm also going in there to look and see what she's saying. Is she like Roblox? I go into messages, I check them. As a parent, and I can speak from that aspect, as a parent, it is very vital that you are paying attention to what it is that your children or child, I don't know, depending on how many you got, very peril that you go and look at what they looking at. I remember once she was when we were on quarantine and she had to homeschool. And so I was I was like the principal, the nurse, I was everything, right? But I would pop in there to make sure she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. So she in class, I need to make sure she's not sleeping in class, that type of shit, right? And I happened to walk in her room one day, and so the teacher was like, yeah, and Cardi B. And so my daughter is like, well, who's Cardi B? And she was like, you know who Cardi B is. And although I was trying to be respectful because it's class, I'm like, she doesn't know who Cardi B is. She doesn't know who Sexy Red is. My baby still listens. She's a kid. You feel me? She be listening to My Little Pony, the old and the new. Like, she is that kind of kid. No, she does not know who Cardi B is. And why would you assume just because she's a little black girl that she would know who Cardi B is? And this is coming from a black teacher. No, she does not know who Cardi B is. She is not supposed to know who Cardi B is. Cardi B don't make music, and at this time she's about 10. I want 10, 11. No, not 9, 10. Cardi B does not make music for 9 and 10-year-old little girls. My cousin, he lives not too far from here. He laughs because she says she can't dance, and I'm like, but she could outread you and a bunch of other niggas. Like, listen, it's how you raise your kid. You feel me? And she can't. We'll pick up a book and be like, nigga, you only on page. Well, I'm on page 50. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that kind of mom. So if you raising your children right, you don't gotta worry too hard anyway. And I don't be on her back, but I do go through her shit. And I ain't the type to put my hands on my kid. If she get punished, I just high charges.
That very new era. I understand. I respect. I don't have kids. I don't have kids, so it's hard for me to think. But I think about how I was raised, which wasn't in the internet world this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think about how my sister raises my nieces and nephews, which to me are way more sheltered, but they grew up fully in its environment. And then I compare it to the other people that I know that have kids. I don't have kids, so I always think it's interesting just to watch how other people raise kids. Apparently, there's no perfect way. I don't argue with it because I have no ground on it.
No,
but
our parents are told, you know what I mean? Our parents would say that they weren't perfect. They had to learn too. It's just that I'm lucky enough that our generation is a very lucky generation because we came up before there was an internet craze, and then we never did. So being as though I am a tech head because I love technology. Authentic John Doe told y'all what it was popping up, and he wasn't lying to y'all. It's a lot of screens in this nigga. But I'm a techie. I'm a tech head. I like technology. Matter of fact, I'm about to up the ante on some technology in here really, really soon. So I'm privy to how that works. You know what I'm saying? And I'm privy to what kid. That's why if she wants to do certain things on her laptop or if she even wants to go on the internet, I get an alert on my phone and it'll say, does she have permission to? And then I'll look at what it is and I'll say yes or no on my phone. I don't even have to be in a room. I'm not saying I'm a perfect parent, but I do a damn. Oh, look, our DJ just told us he's working on a mix now. But I do. I not to toot my own horn, but I do a damn good job. My kid is an honor roll student. She don't get in no mess. She's very polite, well mannered, and she get a little sassy every now and again. Bring it back down, like listen here, nigga. But good kid, phenomenal kid. I was dating a gentleman for a brief amount of time. This is why I stopped dating him though. Cause kids this and kids that. And I'm like, you can't put everybody. I hate being put into a box. And I know that it's annoying for a child to be put into a box as well. Right. So just because you used to date a girl with a badass kid does not mean when you date the next chick that her kid is going to be bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
they're little people. They have mind, even though their minds are still developing, they still have feelings. They still think, you know what I mean? Like, so, well, I don't like this about kids. And they said, all right, well, sorry, my kid is not that, but because you going in like how you going in, I'm gonna have to end this because I don't have no problems being alone. I told you I like being by myself a lot. So I have no problems being alone. Do I want companionship? Of course. Who doesn't? But when it comes to my kid, I'm not gonna have you coming in here treating her like how you treat other people's kids because you think all kids are the same. But they are not. They are not. Again, like that teacher thought my kid knew who Cardi B was. She does not. You know what I'm saying? She still don't know who Cardi B is, and she's 12.
And that's the interesting part because my niece, who's only she's a freshman in high school, so that means she's born off that weird time. I think she's a year older. She knows who it is, but it's so weird. At least talking to you, my sister was more of restrictive until she had to deal with my niece, who's older now.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I would say, like, hey, you get this little restriction stuff up, you're gonna have a worse time down the line. So she kind of loosened up. So my niece knows who Cardi B
You
is,
gotta
and
lift,
me and
but
my
you
niece listen
don't
to the
lift
same
too
rap
much.
music. So
Yeah, you lift, but you just don't lift too much. You still got to be on their ass. You still got to pay attention to what the fuck they doing. You still got to do that. And especially because we were teenagers once, so we know that you got to do that. You got to do that.
yes, yeah. Well,
You give us some
this is
leeway.
where you actually no. This is a cool conversation. It's too deep right now. I'm
You give
enjoying
them
it, but it's way
leeway.
deeper.
You give them a little bit of, and I'm a parent, so I'm going to tell you this. You give them leeway as they get older. Like my daughter's bedtime used to be at 8. Then it went to 9. Then it went to 10. We're still at 10 right now because, you know what I mean? But she's older. You give a little leeway, but you don't. I hate this saying because I don't hit my kid, but it kind of, the psychology of it makes sense. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. I'm not going to fuck my daughter up, but I'm definitely absolutely unplugging TVs, taking it, because you know these TVs now, you can take the plug out of it. I'm taking plugs out of everything. Tablets, computers, fucking TVs, fucking taking the PlayStation 5. I'm taking all that shit. You know why? Because you're not going to play with me.
There's a key question that I never thought about as you just said that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it potentially easier now to raise a kid because all you got to do is cut them off from their social world through electronics compared to being on punishment they have to sit inside?
No, they act crazy when you do shit like that. If she get in trouble and I go to punish her and take her shit, she's going to be crushed. It's not easy. Parenting never gets easy. Nothing about parenting is easy. You're going to go through your ups. You're going to go through your downs. Like I said, she's a great kid, but she has her moments. Hers is her mouth. You feel me? But nothing about parenting, and especially in my case, because I am absolutely a single mother, nothing about parenting is easy. But when you love your kid, it don't even matter. You're just going to do what you got to do anyway. And you're not going to leave your kid and run to the airport and say, fuck them kids.
I like how you split it around. So yeah, he's on 2 hours.
So I gotta get out of here though. This was an interesting conversation, but parenting is not easy. It never gets easier. It just doesn't. It's just an ongoing job, and you just accept it and live life because that's life, and it is what it is. But anyway, y'all, Doc, man, you done made me think about other stuff other than the double stuff.
No.
You like that, right?
No. Look, unless it's Oreo cookies, and I don't even like them. No,
I don't like the people, but apparently Diddy did. So anyway, y'all, mind your business, except for on Mondays when I'm definitely telling people's business. Tuesdays, I tell people business sometimes. This Tuesday, I told a lot of my business about how I was punished all the time. That's why I said parenting never gets easy. And on Wednesdays, where if you break the law and there is a court document available for me to get, I'm going to read it. Because that's what I do on Wednesdays. Well, I'm going to get back to the other shit, but right now this is interesting and fun. But other than that, mind your business. It's the safest way to live your life. Let me live life on the edge for you. You just live vicariously through me. And then if anything happened to me, y'all know what happened because I've been being too nosy. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Encourage your babies. Tell your babies that they are. Hold on, let me get it right. The greatest of all times. Tell them babies that, and watch what your babies out here doing. Pay attention to them. I think that's really the key to parenting. Paying attention to your children. And it, like I said, it won't be easy, but it'll be easier. Put it like that. Pay attention to your babies and encourage them to be great. If they want to work for it, no, I did not put that shit. I'm waiting for it, but no, I didn't put it up yet. But if they want to work for NASA, I know it was coming. I was waiting. If they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. They deal with space, and eventually I'm gonna put this daggone telescope together. It's pieces. It take time. Um, if they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, commentator, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. I don't know. They drive really fast, and that's all I need to know. But the point is, whatever it is that they want to do, tell them that they can do it and that they are the greatest of all time. So that's the whole point to that. Just making sure that they know that they're extraordinary. And there's nothing wrong with telling your children they're extraordinary. It's your fucking job. Do it, you idiot. Um, mm, mm, mm. He out here talk about, God dang, hold on. I gotta read these real quick. He said we worldwide, stay light, and no double stuff. No, take that double stuff cookie. I'm sorry. Top flight, catch the vibe, pay attention. They are the future, right? Yeah, they are, man. That's why you gotta pay attention to them, man. I'm about to tell y'all something because I tell y'all this every night, but sometimes people don't listen to me. So I figured I'd tell y'all again. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. My lane is not the lane you want to be in. It's not your lane. It's my lane. So stay there or you're gonna get hurt. And she really not all that nice. She's really quite bitchy when she want to be. So just let her sleep. Let her be where she gonna be. You don't want her. You want her. She's nicely kind and cuddly and all that good stuff. Or at least her. Hey, you big purr. Ninja. Hey, you big purr. No double stuff. Usually what happens when you cross into other people's lanes is a collision. And nobody wants that. I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay in the lane. Y'all just stay there. Oh my goodness. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle to be fought. Sometimes you just gotta lose a little bullshit battle to win the big ass war. It's that simple. And Mob Deep already told y'all that there was a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. I'm not going to do all of it. I want to though. It's in my soul to do the song, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. Be who you are. You'd be surprised at how many people love you just because you're being you. Be you. Be amazingly you. Don't let nobody tell you to change yourself. Be anything other than what you are. Just be you. And that's all I gotta say about that. Listen, I almost went in doctor's now. I was about to do some Mobb Deep just a second ago. I was about to be like, y'all shut. Oh, like, don't start it, Doc. I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying. It's hard. Thank you as usual, sir. We got more of this case to get into. It's gonna be funny because I'm never letting go of double stuff ever again. I'm always gonna use that from now on when we read any Diddy cases, and it's a reference to being double stuffed. I'm just gonna say it. He double stuffed them. He said, "Take that, take that." But thank you, sir, for coming through, having these interesting titillating conversations. And we got, man, Diddy out here double stuffing niggas. I'm no more good. I can't let it go. It's just gonna be there in my mind. Every time I think about him, I'm gonna think about Oreo cookies.
And Thanksgiving, the turkey.
Because he don't have normal people Thanksgivings.
Greens, beans, potatoes, freak-offs.
I don't even think none of the food was on the table. It was just the freak-offs. So it's
actually, you know the crazy part is, I don't even think there was food there.
I don't. I think it was narcotic and freak-offs and workers. So we got to change the song.
I like my regular Thanksgivings, but
that was Thanksgiving dinner right there. The narcotic.
I really get drunk with my family and cousins, play music,
and the workers. That was dinner. You don't want none of that dinner.
Not like that. No, I'm sorry. No.
Anyway, we gotta get up out of here, y'all, man. We love y'all. Thanks for showing us love. We gotta go. Bye. Bye. No double stuffs though. Bye.
Oh,